It does mean I want to go through this offseason, though, in the meantime. And, of course, doesn't mean that you guys couldn't play club or anything like that. But we need to find out what's going to happen in the saga of Kent Johnson, because this man is pissed off at me like nobody hath been before. Endo, ask him. I know he's streaming HUD, I'm pretty sure. In terms of what we have going on with this team, right? And then I probably will switch over and play some club games with friends because I do want to try out the Eagles for once. Didn't mean to go to contract situations because for the most part there we're fine. I'm shy. Fuck off. We have fired a lot of our coaches. We're looking to bring in a lot of the real dudes that just retired. We have an offer out to a scout. That's about it. Nothing too crazy. The big thing is what's going to happen with Kent Johnson because we nuked his interest in staying with this team. Absolutely nuked it. Aside from him, our other RFA is Jet Greaves. We'll see what happens with those two. In terms of those that we can sign, again, there wasn't really a goalie to bring in at this point. Like, we have plenty of goaltenders. Defensively, we'd be looking at medium sixes and seeing if anyone's a little bit younger that's worth trying to develop. There is this 19-year-old defenseman, Brent Roloff, who was a third-round pick of the Kraken. He's listed as a DFD, which is probably fair. He's pretty physical. We will go for Mr. Roloff. And there we go. Welcome in, Brent. I wish it wouldn't bring me all the way back to the top of the menu every time, though. Another 19-year-old defenseman, Andre Bekoff, a third-round pick of the Flyers, which, again, just try to bring him in. He is back. You Cam Neely'd his interest. That is one way to phrase it, isn't it? And then for the forwards, there wasn't anybody with crazy potential either. The 19-year-old low six, I just don't really trust it. But for medium nines, we have Gonchar, another unsigned draft pick. He's going to wait. We also have Crooks, Nick Crooks, second-round pick of the Leafs, who didn't sign. Again, might as well just get a free prospect into the system. If they can become anything, cool. If not, whatever. They're medium nines and they're on ELCs. That's not a big deal. We also have Vits Zaheshki, second-round pick of Utah. We almost selected this guy once upon a time, and hey, look at that. We end up probably getting him anyway, and there is the insta-accept. So just filling out the roster. For the most part, we have $35 million in cap space and nobody to spend it on. We are going to wait to see what happens with Kent. Bring in former third-round pick Xavier McLeod. And I accidentally offered that guy $800K, but whatever. We will see if Kent is willing to stay or not. That's what it's going to come down to. He's got the qualifying offer. That's probably the best thing that's going to happen. So Drew Doughty is on as a coach, as is Blake Wheeler, Chris Tanev. Nikita Mogilny is on as a scout. We end up getting Xavier McLeod, Pavel Gonchar. But what's the deal with Kent? Again, for my New Brunswick fellas out there, shout out to Kent. Home improvements. I still hate that Kent's not Canada-wide. I just love it. We go to New Brunswick, it's like, hey, we got Lowe's and Kent. Sweet, sweet Kent. Who needs Home Depot when you have Kent? Okay, we are going to have a holdout here of Kent Johnson. This son of a bitch isn't going to sign. Nobody sent him... Okay, nobody sent him an offer sheet. Same with Jet Greaves. So, in terms of any extra compensation, that hasn't happened. Jet, are you willing to sign a one-year deal for cheap to stick around for the year? Actually, I don't even know if I want you. Holy hell, Gabriel Daig is an 83 out of the gates. You got Thielen up to a 78. Vinny's at a 78. Gardner a 77. I mean, a Greaves-Daig combo is pretty good, though. So let's see if we can bring in Jet Greaves for 1 year. I like that it's showing him as a member of the Barrie Colts still. We're going to bring in Jet for 1 year. And then that's pretty much that. We have $35 million in cap space available, so we are going to utilize Jet as a cap whale this season. And then we know that we're going to drop him at the end of the year. So Jet accepts $15 million. I'm shocked. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out. Defensively, didn't have the RFAs to worry about. So it's just Kent Johnson, who now wants a 1 year deal at $5 million. Doesn't have as much interest in a 2 year deal, but let's see, 2 years, 7.5 with no clauses if he actually has that much interest in it. He really doesn't. Honestly, it's probably going to have to be a 1 year deal for Kent. So by trying to sign him to a bridge deal, I may have torpedoed my long-term ability to keep Kent Johnson. That is a possibility. $1 year, $7.5 million. We'll see if he's willing to accept that and stick around. Cam Neely, is that you? It might be. Kent rejects again. Jesus. How to torpedo your relationship with the player in one easy offseason. I really am Cam Neely. All right, Kent. Given that we know we're going to have a crap load of money, can I get you for 2 years up until your RFA status is done? Overspend to keep you because I can afford to do so. How much am I going to have to overspend to keep you? Probably like 11 mil for 2 years. Maybe even 11 and a half. 11 and a quarter for 2 years because I can afford it. And then we'll try to repair our relationship and work out that long-term deal afterwards. What's up, Trenton? Again, season goal. Or actually, preseason is what we want. And it's going to be focused on the goaltender. Gabriel Daig is going to be like an 85 overall, dude. It's going to be sick. Oh, it's going to be sick. So. Kent going to accept. Dude, Kent does not... What's up, Trenton? Me when I go to New Jersey. Shut up. Dude, I might not be able to salvage this relationship with Kent. You might be gone. Imagine... Oh, hi! You know, Kent, all of a sudden, I feel all right about telling you to fuck off. The Ottawa Senators are offering Brady Tkachuk in the last year of his deal. He's 28 years old. Apparently, he's only an 84, but he has gold truck. He's got to be better than that, right? It's got to be a morale thing. Do we cash out on Kent to bring in Brady Tkachuk? Kent is a legitimate first-line forward as a playmaker. Was our leading scorer last year amongst forwards. But, dude, he doesn't want to be here anymore. He's just not willing. He's not willing. One more shot, Kent. One more shot to come to terms on a deal here, or we might be moving on. We might be moving on, buddy. We got to figure out something. Back for another round of negotiations. I sure am. 8-year deal. If you want to work out the long-term deal now, then let's do it. I can't schmooze him at this point. Dude. Okay. He said fuck it and left. What about a 2-year? Dude, he's gone. He's gone. He is just not fucking having it. He is just not having it. 1-year deal? He wants out, dude. He wants out. Can I persuade you? Nope. All right. Well, this is a relationship that is just not going to be repaired at this point. Kent Johnson, we are going to trade you to the Ottawa Senators for Brady Tkachuk. Kent doesn't want to stay. We'll get Brady, meaning that our centers this year are going to be Fantilli and Monahan as the 1-2. If not Fantilli, if not Lindstrom, Fantilli, Monahan. Left wing side will be Tkachuk, probably Frondell and somebody on the third line. Because right side is going to be Gunderson, Brinley, McCown, and somebody else. So, what team do you think will land Devontae Adams? The Green Bay, probably the Jets, dude. Why not? Why not? Whew. All right. Well, outside of safety netting this so I don't get totally shafted. Jesus. All right. Give me a third. I really did not plan on ever getting rid of Kent Johnson, but me trying to negotiate a bridge deal, he wasn't fucking having it. Kent Johnson to Ottawa for Brady Tkachuk, a third and a fourth. It is a done deal as Ottawa threw us a freaking lifeline and allowed us to acquire Brady Tkachuk. Just crazy turn of events to kick off this season. Jesus. Like, this what a crazy turn of events. So Brady, I noticed you only have 1 year left, buddy. And not currently interested in an extension. He is a 90 overall. The fact he doesn't want to stay potentially. All right, Brady, let's schmooze you a little bit here. Fuck. Hold on. Let me tell you why this is a great play to stay. A great play to stay, a great place to stay. Think of the team status. Wants to be on a contender. But think about how cool it is here. Oh, this is going terribly. Think about the market. It's Ohio, brother. Everybody loves Ohio. Fucking digging myself a hole here. How's an 8-year deal sound, Brady? 11. Oh my God. Okay, that's a lot of money for a lot of term. Maybe you just shouldn't talk. How about a slightly more team-friendly deal? All right. I'm willing to improve the offer, Brady. I'm willing to improve the offer. How's a modified no trade clause sound? Cover the whole duration of the contract. 29 team no trade. Jesus, fuck. Can I get you on the 16 team no trade? Uh-huh. I'll give you a no movement as well, saying I won't send you down. That'll be full. I won't send you down at all. But I will be allowed to trade you. Oh, Jesus Christ. How is this man married with negotiation skills like this? Oh my God, Brady, please. What do you think, Brady? You want to sign that? Okay. So we have managed to get Kent Johnson. However, Brady Tkachuk for Kent Johnson. However, Brady might not exactly be willing to stay long term. Right now, there's no offers for him. So we're going to head into this season with no guarantees that Brady Tkachuk is willing to stay, which might mean about the time we get to the trade deadline, we're going to have to talk to him again. If he's willing to respond, then cool. And if not, we probably are going to have to flip him. In terms of what the team's going to look like this year, Jet Greaves, Gabriel Daig are going to be the combination, which is awesome. Thielen can definitely be the third goaltender. So our goaltending looks great. And a Daig will be ready to take over for next year. Defense is Werenski, Bouchard, Kaupinen, Yarosek, Nazko, Severson, which I'm good with. We will need a depth defenseman at both the NHL and the AHL level. So let's go see who we can bring in that regard. Fucking A, Kent. Fucking A. Let's go for Anthony Honka. We need ourselves a Finn at all possible opportunities. And we will also go for the low elite GOAT, Mark Friedman. Marty Friedman. All right. In terms of the offense, I'm intrigued to see what that's going to look like. We'll have Honka as the scratch eventually. Right wing side, Brinley and McCown. Who else can I send down right now? Givey. So right wing side, McCown's technically a fourth liner, but technically an AHLer, but I do still like him for the fourth line. Lindstrom, Tkachuk, Frondell, Gunderson, that's fine. Givey is a depth forward. Savoie and Pinelli are not quite ready. So that is 5, 9, 10, 11. Still going to need somebody else. Right. Let me just call up Gonchar for the moment. And we'll see what the team looks like and what adjustments we might have to make. Again, we want Del Belbaluz on a higher line. Del Belbaluz is a playmaker. Brinley's a playmaker. I mean, Del Belbaluz, Lindstrom, Gunderson, Tkachuk, Fantilli, Brinley. It is 2 power forwards. I don't hate it. Obviously, I think Brady Tkachuk on the higher line is going to be the better way to go. That's not too bad. Third line, Frondell, Monahan still together because Frondell's still a third liner. And then we can keep the fourth line together that we've had for the last couple of seasons. So similar situation. We just need a third liner, unless we wanted to throw like Hunter McCown, an opportunity to play a lineup. But yeah, we just need a. Honestly, I mean, based on who was available in free agency, Hunter McCown's probably the best option. Technically, we could go for Poirier, but now we don't have the skill position open anymore. Could go with Kiviranta, but you know what? We love ourselves a good grinder, so Cam Butler. Let's give him that opportunity. I mean, yes, and, we do need an improvement on the third line, but it's one of those situations where it's like, if the team's doing well, then cool, let's invest in an upgrade. Otherwise, I don't hate this. That center depth is ridiculous. By the way, Caden Lindstrom kind of undersold this. He, holy shit, went from silver big tipper and third eye to gold big tipper with silver yoink, shrug it off, wheels, and the fucking energy one. I forget the name of it. Holy shit, man. The idea of trying to turn Caden Lindstrom into a 1C seems like the right call. And then defensively, Werenski, Bouchard, Kaupinen, Jurasek. Is Werenski a top two? He is. Bounce back, that's what it was. Kaupinen, Jurasek, Nazko, Seaver. I like this team, man. And then Greaves and Dag in goal. What's not to like about this team right now? Like, yeah, we've lost Ken Johnson, but we gained Brady Tkachuk for now. We'll see if that's sustainable. Because apparently I have the negotiating ability of Cam Neely, which isn't a compliment to old Seabass. And then as far as the AHL, Vinny and Gardner in goal, which is really nice. Defensively, Elik Friedman, Bekoff, Marinelli, Clefbaum, and Johnston, which is also fine. Roloff was medium 6. Ruskevich. We want you on that top pairing with Friedman to try and develop. Oh boy, as fast as you can. Can we have you on the second pairing with Friedman? That works too. And then offensively, we are going to have room for a couple of veteran signings. Teuton's not ours. Morozov isn't ours. We can use about 3 forwards, maybe even 4 to fill out the roster. So let's do that and then see where we stand. Yeah, because we're only at 43 contracts. So forwards. Jakob Vrana. I mean, we can bring back Puljujarvi. We love the pool party. That is one. We might as well bring back Aiden McDonough as well. I mean, we won the Calder Cup with him last year. Jakob Vrana. What fun name. Is that Curtis McDermott? I didn't know they had him as a left wing in this game. I guess because they still can't do left wing in defense. We'll bring in Big Kurt to punch people in the face. And who else do we want to bring in? Michael Pezzetta. Actually, he's a fourth liner. He'll get pissed. In fairness, McDermott might have been a fourth liner. But I do think we needed a healthy scratch. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Who else do we have? Give me a fun one. Nick Cousins. Oh, Mike McCarron. Matt Rempe. There we go. The AHL GOAT, Matt Rempe. Perfect. Also, Brent Burns. I forgot Brent Burns is our AHL head coach currently. We'll see if it stays that way. And obviously, we're going to have to set a lot of our goals for the year. Defense is okay. Everything there is all right. Kibby is a depth forward. Okay. And we will call up. Actually, I wanted Kivy to be our AHL captain. Shout out to Laurie Vignon. Follow comes in. Let Matt Rempe be the healthy scratch. Why not? You injure one of our guys, we're gonna punch you in the fucking face. That's our natural response. So for the AHL best lines, I just double check that someone isn't scratched that we don't want scratched, like McLeod. And just the defender. Take out Clefbaum. Bring in the Ruski. And there we go. In terms of those AHL lines, I'm just going to leave it as is, to be honest. A couple of guys that could get boosted up a little bit in terms of what line they're playing on, but it's not a big deal. And that will allow us to switch over our staff. Let's hire staff. Where the hell's... Hello? It's just me, or am I not allowed to... Ah, there it is. It's up there. I don't know why the hell it'd be up top. So in terms of the coaches, Schwarz has been our coach for the last couple of years, and yeah, he's probably going to stay as the primary head coach. We got Subban there. We don't really need an NHL goalie. I mean, I guess we do. We got Tanev as a defense. Honestly, Tanev, that works. Should Burnsy be the AHL head coach? 60% fit. I mean, he's the funniest to have be the coach, so... do we have room to sign a decent goalie coach still? Otherwise, we'll just bring in someone like McGrattan. All right, yeah, there's no B-. So that's still working the same. Let's bring in Pete Maltby, son of Kirk. Although 56 years old, it might be brother of Kirk. There you go, Captain. And then scouting, we're not going to have much to change. Honestly, yeah. Oh, you know what we need? Nope, I was wrong. Ice, extra liga. What do we need an extra one of? Honestly, it's kind of fine. Just leave it. We'll leave it. I think we're good. I mean, we're going to have to set up the season goals, but Kent Johnson is out. Brady Tkachuk is in. For how long is the question? Monahan's still our captain. We're going to take the letter off of Bouchard just to piss him off. Be better, Evan. Be better. Hunter McCown's still getting a letter. I don't even care. I don't even care. I will stand Hunter McCown for as long as I can. And then AHL-wise, Kiviranta is the captain. I mean, come on now. It's Kiviranta. Totally Spanish. We can give Charlie Elick a letter. And Poirier's not a bad shout. Savoie. Old Matthew Savoie, who was our captain last year. So, not bad. Lot of questions, though. Can I talk to Brent Burns in the preseason? Am I allowed to say, hey, make our goalies better? No, it's just individual game plan for the team. Hello, I'm Brent Burns, head coach of the Cleveland Monsters. I have a feeling Brent would be like, hey, dude, what's up? But, you know. Give me 1 second here. So, we do have to set up our goals for the year in terms of like conversations and stuff, and then potentially go run away and play some Ishul. Finally. So in terms of the goalars, Jack Reeves is going to be the starter this year. Just to be expected. Season goal for Jets. Long term. Win 30 games, 9-10 save percentage, win any trophy. I mean, win 30 games is going to kind of be the goal, right? Like, you're going to be our starter all year long. Like, can you lead us to the playoffs? That is the goal. Gabriel Daig, I cannot believe his rating already. Your goal for the season is going to be to stay on the NHL roster, which is going to happen. I'm not going to send him down. So, I mean, that is a guarantee. And then Melker Thielen. I mean, you're a third string goalie, buddy. I mean, I guess just keep you on the NHL roster for the year. We'll see if that happens, I guess. And then in the AHL, again, we don't know for sure if the promises carry over for the AHL, so I don't think I'm going to worry about those. Just be like player type changes, stuff like that. Evan Bouchard, especially now that no movement clause is kicked in, my friend. We need you to get right back up there in terms of competing for the Norris Trophy. That is your goal. Win the Norris. Consider it done. I hope so. I hope so. Zach Werenski. I mean, two-way is still fine for him. I don't even know if we can... I mean, we could go for an award for him, too, but... honestly, a stat challenge might be better. 20 goals, 50 assists. Plus minus of 30, average a shot block. And the plus 30 might be possible. 50 assists. 20 goals. Plus 30 is up there, though. We got some weaknesses on the team. The sim engine's probably not going to like that much. Just try to get your shot blocks up there, Zach. We'll keep it simple. Main goal, not get injured, right? David Yarosek. Main goal for him again is probably going to be shot blocking. I mean, in terms of like anything X Factor related, he's not going to be able to put up the numbers to hit it. Power play goals, hat tricks, assists. Yeah, he is not that style of player. So your long-term goal, sir, is going to be average shot block a game. Let's get that shot blocking up there. Like John Tortorella, everyone block shots, goddammit. Do it now. Damon Severson, who has dropped in rating but is down to a no-trade clause now. 12-team list. The only team you cannot see are the Winnipeg Jets. They're blocked by the webcam. Oh, boy. That Damon Severson contract not looking like it's going to age particularly well for us. But we'll see what happens. I mean, he's potentially movable. Chances on EA adding real coaches. I mean, the infrastructure's set up. It's just a matter of the licensing with the Coaches Association. So I'd like to say decent, but there is no guarantee. Kimmo Kauppinen, the rookie, was a DFD, which is perfect. Long term. I don't think he'll be capable of winning the Calder. All right, so your goal will be pretty simple. Stay on the roster. Stay on the roster. Which we can pretty much guarantee that we're not going to send him down or trade him. So, Nazco. And it's still a two-way, which is fine. Only thing we can really set up for him again is the shot blocking as well. Take a bullet for your goaltender. You do it. You block those shots, buddy. I do wish some of the goals were a little bit more negotiable in terms of just being like, hey, here's what the reward is. Honka, we're not worried about. Just a depth option. Charlie Elick. Two-way is still looking okay. So we're not going to change anything there. You do hits to get truculence. I haven't seen it pop up yet. Luca Morelli. Two-way is also fair. Not going to change anything there. Brent Roloff. Defensive defenseman. Fair. Nothing to change. Andre Bikoff. This is two-way. Nothing to change. Clef Bomb. Fine. Johnston was fine. And then Rusakevich. Listed as a DFD. That is totally fair. Okay. Not much to worry about there for the rest of the defense. On the wing, we got Gavin Brindley as a playmaker, which is totally fair. In terms of Gavin's goal for the season, it's kind of his last opportunity to prove that he can be a top 6 playmaker. So we are going to be looking at 40 assists, Gavin. Time to step up. Time to step up. Hunter McCown, I mean, he's a grinder. That's it. Run around and hit people. X Factor. Quick draw. You don't even play center. It is a bit weird that you can't do anything truculence related. Goal for the season, long term, stat challenge. Plus minus plus 15 a shot block per game. I mean, there's no way as a forward he's getting a shot block per game. So there's pretty much nothing I can say to the likes of Hunter McCown. Pretty much nothing I can say. It'll be the same thing with Cam Butler, who's also a grinder. Just run around and hit people. In the system, Poirier. We were still all right with trying to train him up as a sniper, but man, he's really getting to the point where playmaker might be the way. But he's got great shot power. We just need him to keep getting better. Nick Crooks, who we just signed. Right wing is fine. Playmaker's fine. Okay. What do we got for you? Listed as a two-way. Sniper because of the shot power? I think that'll kind of be his goal. Is, are you willing to switch to a sniper? Play style, sniper. No. Okay. Well, we're not going to immediately trade him because we got in trouble for that last year, but and then the old Flugans is not signed. Left wing side, Caden Lindstrom. Caden. Do we set a goal? I mean, he's maxed out on abilities. So, I mean, we could set a goal for the season, attribute or award-wise. Stat-wise, I should say. 40 goals, 50 assists, plus minus a plus 30. Or we just say, hey, try to be a center. Which we actually could do both. We'll try to get him on 50 assists. I mean, that would be a big-time passing boost. You know, the Selke goal for the award would have made a good amount of sense, too. Yeah. That's fair. That's actually what I was thinking of, but for some reason I just totally blanked at the time. And then on-ice play, position. Again, we will try like hell. Nope. He has no desire to move to, like, natural center, but that's where he's going to be playing. Brady Tkachuk. Your goal for the season? Fucking sign with the team. That is your goal for the year. Sign with the team. Award challenge. The Richard, the Art Ross. Yeah, the Selke were really... Ooh, I would have given a speed boost. Yeah, I fucked up there. Potential tier increase for the Hart. I can't imagine he's going to win the Hart Trophy for us, but I'll give Caden some time. How have you found the season goals? I do like them, and they are rewarding. It would be nice if it just gave you a response every time of like, hey, failed or succeeded. And then off-season training, it'd be really nice if it lets you know, like, hey, yeah, this guy got a +2. Stuff like that. But I like it. I mean, you get out of it what you put into it, right? So, Chad had better goals in 24, right? Brady, I mean, I don't think you're hitting 50 goals, buddy. But screw it. That'll be your goal for the year. Consider it done. Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Mr. Frondell. What is your goal for the season going to be? What do we got here? In terms of an X factor, 1T Schneip. Again, I'd love a more defensive option. Honestly, I mean, maybe he could compete with the Selke or for the Selke. Award challenge. Yeah, fuck it. Give him the goal of trying to win the Selke. He's not going to win any of the other awards, but maybe he'll win the Selke. And then Christian Gunderson. We do want you to full-time switch to the right wing, but in terms of a meeting, the goal is simple. It's to win the Calder. He is going to be given every opportunity to win the Calder this year. And then positionally, on ice play, position, change position. Okay. He can still play right wing, but yeah, it's not perfect for him. In the system, Gavin Hayes. Again, we really wanted to see if he'd be willing to switch to playmaker and right wing as well. But most importantly right now, if he's not willing to switch to playmaker, there's no way we're keeping him around long term. So, Gavin, are you willing to change your play style to a playmaker? All right. Yeah, we're probably not focusing on Gavin Hayes long term then. Xavier McLeod, power forward, whatever. I mean, it's fine. He's not particularly great at anything. Centers, Fantilli. I mean, we are going to be playing Fantilli as a left wing this year. Power forward's still fine. Okay. So, Adam, are you willing to switch to a left wing full time? You weren't before. Left wing full time? All right, he's going to give it a shot at least, which is nice. Very, very, very nice. And the new topic for you. We need season goal, long term, X factor. 30 goals, man. That's the target. Let's get you that Schneip ability. Time for Adam Fantilli to step up. Sean Monahan, our 32-year-old captain. 2 ways, obviously fine. I think his goal for the season is also going to be some hardware here. Probably compete for the Selke. I don't think any of those particular abilities are going to happen. Gold quick draw also isn't going to happen because we're not playing him as the 1C. He is already pretty good at face-off. So in terms of awards, let's have Monahan compete for the Selke here. That might just be possible. Luca Del Bel Belluz. We ideally... Ooh, okay, so his off-season training did work. That shooting category is better. It is better. Again, I just want confirmation that it's actually going to... Like, how much it did. But for on-ice play, position, we want you at full-time left wing. Yeah, he's not willing to talk about it, unfortunately. In terms of his goal for the season, he's not going to be in award conversation. 30 goals, though. Try to get him Schneip. Like, somebody's got to hit their goal target, right? Somebody's got to do it. Cole Sillinger, there's really no point of a goal aside from, like, shot blocking, I guess. Yeah, we might as well just do it. Why not? We're already here. And we don't have too many players left to look at. He won't take enough, we could do face-off percentage, actually. 50%. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that instead of block shots. Try to get Sillinger's face-offs up as a 4C. Fedor Svechkov. Again, ideally, we turn you into a full-time left wing if you're willing to negotiate here. You are not. He can still play left wing, so it's fine. Long-term goal, Fedor. Block shots, I guess, man. We need you to play defense. We need you to play defense. And then Matt Rempe's just kind of here. Savoie in the system. Still listed as a playmaker, which is totally fine. We have nothing to change for him. Pinelli. We wanted to switch him to a sniper. And potentially get him a left wing position. But sniper is most important. Is he willing to change that play style? He's willing to try, which is good. Coaches now have a negotiation grade. I don't believe so. It's a good question, though. I don't think so, though. Eddie York is a sniper. That's fine. We do need you to try to develop as a left wing, if possible. Left wing center. He's willing to give it a try. Cool. Cool. Eddie, that's a good way to win over some favor here. That's for sure. And then Pavel Gonchar, also listed as a sniper, which is totally fair. Already has center left wing, so we're good. Cool. So we definitely have some players targeting some awards this year. I should have set up Caden Lindstrom to be going for the Selke. That was big dumb on my part, but again, you look at the team. Tkachuk, Lindstrom, Gunderson, Del Bell, Belouz, Fantilli, Brinley, Rondell, Monahan, McCown, Svechkov, Sillinger, Butler. I don't hate it. Obviously, we could use an improvement on the third line. We'll get that improvement if this top six proves that they are good enough to push for the playoffs. But there's really no reason to not think that we wouldn't be a playoff team. I mean, we should have been a playoff team last year, except we obviously had all of the injuries in the world. Just marking down our top players here so that we know how we want to set up our power play. So top unit is Lindstrom, Tkachuk, and we're going to want Gunderson in there. Give him every opportunity to win the Calder. We're going to have Bouchard on that top unit. And honestly, Sean Monahan. So Monahan and Bouchard can be at the point. Got a whole bunch of lefties. That's not too bad. Time to turn down injuries. Adjolaine Bouchard, offer sheet. 4 first rounders, baby. It was the way. 4 first rounders. Oh, dude, Monahan has Big Tipper as well, but the other two are pretty damn good. You know what? Tkachuk, Crease Crasher, makes sense to be there. Interesting. So the idea here is going to be let Bouchard and Gunderson throw pucks on for that power play. So finisher, probably Bouchard, right? Like I want Gunderson to have the puck. Oh, that's tough. But if we have Bouchard there, Gunderson is the finisher. Just throw pucks on and like basically have those two with the puck. Monahan's taking faceoffs there, which is good. Our second power play needs to be Fantilli, Del Bell, Belouz, and Brinley with Frondell and Zach Werenski, the big defenseman on that second unit. I don't even think we have any righties outside of Brinley, which isn't great. Lindstrom is the distributor. Again, I like the idea of him being in front with Tkachuk as well. So, for the assist goal, ooh, that's not a bad shout, though, Art. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. You drive a hard bargain. Set up Lindstrom as the distributor, Bouchard as the finisher, and the puck carrier. Well, that is, I mean, I'm trying to factor in Gunderson for the Calder, but that is a pretty damn good shout. All right, so that is who we wanted here. We want Frondell up on defense. Fantilli, the big body in front. In terms of 20% of the time, I'm right every time. There you go. Distributor. We had Brinley as our playmaker with a goal for this year. We want Fantilli as the finisher. Puck carrier, Werenski to get it. But I want Del Belbaluz in there, too. I mean, Fantilli and Del Belbaluz both had goal targets. We'll have Del Belbaluz be the finisher because Fantilli can hopefully essentially play the Zach Hyman role or the throwback David Clarkson role of just being able to tap in whatever's there. We'll go puck carrier Fantilli, though, just to focus on the idea of those three having the puck. And we're going to go back to the top units for that reason and set up Gunderson. That's a good shout as well, having him as the puck carrier, because those three are the ones that we want with the puck, because there's no way Brady Tkachuk's hitting 50 goals. And there's also, again, no guarantees that Brady Tkachuk is staying here. He currently is not overly interested in the contract, but I do think this team can do pretty damn well. I do, which means I am probably about to be horrifically disappointed.